Hello guys, you're welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be showing you how to make a petticoat. I'll be showing you in details of how I make this from beginning to the end. It's super easy and you will definitely love the outcome. So I'll be showing you in details of how I make it. So if you're interested in this kind of tutorial, kindly like this video and don't forget to leave a comment in the comment section as well. So let's get into the tutorial in full right now. Thanks for watching the channel. So here is how I make it. First of all, you need to calculate your waistband circumference. You have to calculate that. So what you need to do is to minus the half length from the initial length measurement you want to make. So let's say the full length we are working with is the length of 34, just like what I'm trying to write out here, and the half length is 10. So what we are cutting out right now will be 24. That is half length. So the waist measurement we are working with is the waist of 23. So all you need to do is to plus any waist you are working with plus 10, so that by the time you put your elastic or you put. So what we are going to do now is that we are going to cut the length of 24 and we are going to cut out the waist of 33. So here's the what I'll be using. This is tappeta. This tappeta is what I'm going to be inserting my bony. This is plastic bony. This is plastic bony. So I'll be using this plastic bony. I'll be putting it inside. And this is my hard net. This is normal hard net. You can decide to use the original one and you can decide to use this as well. You can use either of the two. So what we are going to do now, let's put all this one aside. Let's put this aside and let's face this. So what we are going to do is that we are going to fold it just the way I'm folding it, in bias form, that is in flare form. This is 720-degree flare. This is it. So just fold it as shown, just like you want to cut a normal flare. Just like this. Fold your fabric, your hard net rather. Fold it as shown. So we already do our calculation. So the length we are cutting is the length of 23. Don't forget, we are cutting the length measurement of 23 and the waist measurement of length of 23, waist of 33 as well. So what we are going to do is that I'm going to I will add 1 inches to the length measurement for folding at the down part. I had 1 inches to the length measurement for the folding at the down part. So I have 24 right here. So that's my chalk. So before I commence, I'm going to measure out this place just to know whether it reached what I need. And I think is enough for what I need. This is folded into, if you count it, it's going to be 4 pieces. So when you divide 9 times 4 is more than 33 that we need. I hope you are getting it. So I think this is perfect. This is okay for what we need. So to get our waist circumference, we are going to measure out 11 from the upper part. Depending on how much length you are working with, please don't forget. Just trying to get what I need for this place. So I'm going to measure it all around. So start measuring it out. This is 24. So just measure it up all round. After measuring it all round, the next thing we are going to do is to cut it out. So just measure it all round and cut it out. So this is it. I already cut it out. So after cutting it out, I want to measure it out. Just measure out the, can you see? So I have 36 here. So this is more than what I need. So I think the waist measurement is okay, and this is the length measurement. Now the next thing we are going to do now is that I'm going to where I'm going to insert my boning. So I just mark out 4 inches from here, so just to determine how many boning we are inserting. So that is 4. Then I'll measure another 4 from here, making 3. So I feel like, let me measure it at this edge so that I can just notch it out. So this is 4, making 2 inches, 2 making 2. I just want to notch it, just notch it a little bit, so that by the time you are fixing it, just notch it from here. So I think I'll be inserting 5 boning on this, depending on how much you want to fix. You can decide to insert just 3, you can decide to insert just 4 boning, depending on your choice. But here I'll be inserting 5 panel for the boning. So that is that about that. Put that aside, then cut out. This is what we are going to be, this is the material I'll be using for the boning panel. This is tappeta. You can decide to use dough face, you can decide to use any material of your choice. So I'm going to like cut this out. I'll be cutting out I'll be cutting out 1.5 or so, 1.5 or 2 inches. Yes, I cut out 2 inches. I'll cut out 2 inches in 5 places, just like so. After you are done cutting out your panel, this is where we are going to insert our boning. After cutting it out, the next thing we do now is to move to the machine and start sewing it one after the other. It's very, very easy and super, and it always come out fine. So now this is how I'm going to do it. First thing I'm going to do is to I'll fold it into 2 like this and stitch it straight down. But you can decide to do your own straight on the hard net, and you can decide to sew it just the way I'm doing it, depending on your choice. It's not compulsory that you do it like this. You can decide to just sew it straight down on your fabric, and you can decide to do it like this. So first thing I did was to first sew it just the way I'm sewing it. So this is it. This is what I have. So the next thing I'm going to do, this is the flare we cut earlier, and since we already notch out where we are inserting our boning, I already notched it. I'm just trying to find where I notched. So this is it. So I'm just going to place this. I'll just sew this. I'll just sew it straight down. So the reason why I said you can just decide to sew yours straight down is that, as you can see, you can decide to just put your fabric on it. Then make sure that you measure it. Make sure that you measure it so that your, at least it won't be so that it will be straight. That's what I want to say, so that it will be straight. So I just noticed that what I'm doing is more than 4, so that's why I decided to lose it a little bit and start stitching it. So you're going to stitch it straight down just the way I'm doing it, and don't forget to always measure it so that it will be straight. So that's how you're going to do it from beginning to the end. Just watch how I'm going to do it closely. It's very simple. So this is it. Can you see? So immediately you are done stitching it just the way I do it. The next thing you need to do is to fold it. Just to see, fold it again as shown. So this is where you are going to insert your boning. This is where the boning is going to enter. So this is how you're going to sew the first one, the second one, the third one, the fourth one, depending on how many panels you want to make. This is how you're going to make every one after the other. This is how you're going to sew it one after the other. So it's after you are done sewing it like this that you are going to insert your boning. I'll be showing you how you're going to do that. So just take your time and watch this tutorial with me from beginning to the end. Just take your time and watch the tutorial with me from beginning to the end. So that is that about that. So the next thing we are going to do now is to make the second one, the third one, and the fourth one. So another thing I would love to tell you is that when you are making it, leave like half inch at the edge, at the end of it. Leave half inch at the edge. So we are almost done. So I'm just trying to fold the down part. I'm just trying to fold the down part. So first of all, fold the down part before you join the two sides together. Make sure that you fold the down part before you join the two. So this is it. This is what we have. And I'm just trying to open the edge because I'm not supposed to finish the edge. Now this is the band, so I'm just trying to fix the waistband on it. This is where I'm going to start elastic, and here is my elastic. Just trying to fix in the elastic before I join the body. I haven't joined the body here at all. Can you see? So this is it. So the next thing I'm going to do now is to join the body. Now to join the body, let me explain very well. You are going to leave here. You know, I said that you're going to leave half of an inch. So you're going to, this is the half of an inch, pull it inside. Yes, pull it inside, because that is where we are going to insert our boning. So that's where we are not going to sew that side yet. You are not going to sew that side yet. I'll show you how we are going to do the finishing. Because of the boning, you know you can't sew the boning. So this is what we have right now. This is how it is. There is the elastic is in already. So I'm going to open it to the good side now. I'll open it to the good side. This is it. So the space we leave now, the space outside, that is where we are going to start inserting our boning. You start fixing your boning in one after the other. And this is it after I already fixed all the boning inside. This is how it's going to look like after. I'm just trying to cut out some thread that I used to sew it. This is how it's going to look like after. Now back to the finishing. Now, you know, when we are making it earlier, I said it will remain the finishing of the boning. So what you need to do is just in your own way, just trying to arrange the boning. The boning is not laying at that part, so just trying to arrange it. So in your own way, just try to do a neat finishing at these parts. Just do a neat finishing at these parts. You can decide to stitch it down, or you can decide to like just do anything just to do the finishing so that it will be so neat. So this is it after everything, after sewing it together. This is what I have. So I'm going to like raise it up now so that you will see how it looks like. So this is it, and after I'm done, I'm going to test it on a dress for us to see. So we are going to see how it's going to look under your clothes, under your dress. Now how it's going to look like. So I'll be showing you. Then you take it for ironing, and iron that this place that it's doing somehow, you iron it out so that it will stand, to not be going inward like that. So let's see. So here's the gown I make the petticoat for. This is under this gown. It's under this gown. So this is it under the gown, and this is the gown I make the petticoats for, like I said earlier. Let me show you the back of the gown and see how it looks like. It's not that too bogus. It looks simple and easy. Can you see that? So if you enjoy this tutorial, don't forget to like this tutorial, and please don't forget to follow me. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to leave your comment in the comment section. Thanks for watching the channel, and see you guys in my next tutorial. God bless you. Bye.